making that connection happen. Anyway, our first presenter of the day is the esteemed Tracy Lovelace, who's one of our educational media specialists. Have you been introduced properly to the new faculty yet?
Well, first off, to be introduced properly, you have to say my name correctly. Did you know I was in your department? Tracy Lovelace.
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 Lace,
I'm
as
Tracy,
in the curly,
frilly.
lacy.
Yeah. That's me. I'm an educational media design specialist, and
And you need this.
Oh, I
that
do,
the
yes.
people on the video
Yes.
can hear you. Maybe you should say your name again so everybody can hear you on the video. We could spell
hello, Tracy Lovelace. I've met most of you, but not all of you. And I'm down next door to the Faculty Development Lab. So if you need me, just walk a little bit further and there's my doorway right there, and I'm there. Yes. And I am going to show you two things. And I didn't even know that DSPS is going to be presenting here. So this is fortuitous. Because I'm going to show you, if you have a DSPS student or someone that you just want to extend time for on a quiz, I'm going to show you how to do that. And then I'm also going to show you a couple other things too. But first I have to get up and running, so hang on with me.
While Tracy's getting ready, did everybody remember to bring some kind of announcement today?
Okay, so what you want to do is obviously you want to be in your class, okay? And so I am going to go over to quizzes, and is Carrie the person that's going to be?
Yes.
Okay. So she will tell you, I'm assuming, about the procedure for students to present you with their accommodation request. So what I'm showing you today is going to be how to extend time. So let's right now go to assignment 17, quiz, fact or fiction. And so just make sure, can everyone see? So you're going to go to moderate this quiz. And sometimes depending on what browser that you're using, it can be on the bottom of your monitor, the bottom of the page. But in my case with Chrome, it's nicely to the right. Firefox and Chrome work best with Canvas, so can't say that enough. So I'm going to, again, this is for the assignment 17 quiz. I'm on the quiz. Okay, I've clicked on it, and I'm going to go to moderate this quiz, and it will bring up your students' names right there, okay? So right here, let's say that Matt Jones has presented me with his accommodation, and it says that he gets time and a half, okay? So I'm just going to select that name right there, and I'm going to go over here to the pencil, okay? And then it brings up a box, a student extension box, and here I can either do an attempt, I have that option, or I can do extra time. So it goes in 15-minute increments.
Not excrements.
Sorry. Do we have biology people here? Yeah. Okay. Increments. Yes. So let's just extend it by I'm going to say 30 minutes. Okay? Let's see. Let's see what happens. Okay. So right here and it will tell you, gets 30 minutes on each attempt. Well, he's supposed to have time and a half. So I'm going to go back here, and I'm going to say, if you have set your quiz to be maybe 30 minutes, 60 minutes, so you have to add on the time to what you set for the actual quiz. So if I set it for an hour and he gets time and a half, so that would be 90 minutes. And so he has one attempt left, okay, and he gets 90 minutes, and it will tell you that, okay?
It
Yes.
says 90 extra minutes, so does that mean he gets an hour plus 90 minutes?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, 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 yes. So again, let's go into, in answer to Bill's question, let's go back to the quiz and let's see what time limit is 15 minutes. See how it says right here, 15 minutes? So, I'm going to go back. So, if he gets time and a half on 15 minutes, what would that be? Shout it out.
23.
23 minutes. Okay, I'm just going to round it off to 25 because, golly. Okay. Okay, so it says that he gets 25 extra minutes. So really, he would only, so it really would be, yeah, exactly. So, all right, and then the other thing that I want to show you is this. So again, you can moderate this quiz. You can select, we're going to select Sarah Finney here. And maybe we're going to look at extra attempts. Okay? So maybe you want her specifically to just have an extra attempt. But this isn't where you would set that up at. This is extra attempts for everyone. So you're probably wondering, do you guys know how to set up an extra attempt for a specific student? If not, you will now. Okay, so see you're in right here in the edit area. So you just select add, and these are the students' names right here, or you can type them in right there. So let me just say Matt, and the course section, you can select that for everyone, or just like we said for Matt. So Matt, and then, so it's assigned to Matt, but you can also select the course section so that everyone, but if you only have one specific student that you want to extend the time to, you just do right there, but you have to put in the new parameters, okay, for the test. Does everybody understand that? Questions? Nope. Okay. So, recapping. If you want to extend the time, you select the student. You go over here to the pencil. You figure out the time. You don't do it like I do, which is, I have to get out the calculator. And you extend the time, goes in 15-minute increments. And then, if you want to extend to a specific student, you come down here, and I'm going to assign it to Matt, and you have to change your parameters right there. Okay. And now, do you guys want to know how to import course content? Because I think I have some extra time, and I said, yeah. You want to? Okay. Of course.
So, because the quiz is one assigned to all students and to this one student, will that quiz pop up twice in their assignment sheet?
I don't, no, it shouldn't, no, it shouldn't. It should just open up as a time. But that's a good question. You know, I haven't seen that it will pop up twice. Okay? But I don't have a classroom. You know, I don't have students, so yeah. Yes.
Just repeat the question.
Oh, yes. Of course. So, and your name is? Marceline. Marceline asked if a student gets an extra attempt, if that will show up on their assignment list in your grade book twice. Is that what you mean? Yeah. No, it shouldn't. I'm going to say that, but Marceline, you have to tell me. Okay? Yes.
I had a student where I assigned a quiz to everyone, and then, I don't know if they were doing it on their phone or what, but there was some sort of a hiccup, and they got locked out. And when I went in on my end, it didn't look like they had made an attempt, but they were not able to access. So I added it just like that, just adding the single, thing to add, and then seeing it again. And then they were able to go in. So some weird thing happened where they got locked out, but on my end, it looked like they hadn't attempted it. So when I added them in,
It opened it up.
I gave them access again.
And if you can suggest to your students that if they have a really important activity in your course, to take it on a computer and not on a mobile device, to do it on a desktop, because sometimes it happens with mobile devices. There's issues, even though Canvas is, it shows so well. It's not like Moodle. Yeah, it's very good. Yes.
When I set up at the beginning of this week, same thing. I let a student back in for some reason, and so I would have set it up just for them. And there was like a new icon in the grade sheet that showed like, okay, this one student's been selected to retake this. I think it was like a rocket ship or something like that. There's like a
which is there?
there.
You mean in the grade
In
book
the
or
grade
on
book.
this?
Yeah.
Okay, because that's the icon for a quiz, for an event. So, yeah.
Yeah, I might be wrong. It might have been the rocket ship. It was something. It was some like little icon there. It was
Did it
marked
show
as-
it? Did it show twice in your
Yeah.
book, or
Yeah,
you're
they
just
created
saying?
2 columns,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, because
Hi.
if you give a student multiple attempts at a quiz, on our side of the fence, will we be able to see the results of all the attempts or just the best one? Or
It depends on how you set it up. If you've set it up to allow multiple attempts, it should show. Yeah. Do you see what I mean?
the scores of each one?
Yes. The highest score makes.
You can look at it individually.
Right. Exactly. Yes.
So since we're talking about this, is there a good way to lock out answers to discourage the sitting in a room and sharing the quiz between students? I did try to shuffle at one point, but then I guess the way I set it up, it shuffled the numbers that I had given
Right.
for the answers as well, and then it was very obvious. It just made it very easy to see which one was the correct answer.
There isn't, unfortunately, a really good way of to do that within Canvas other than shuffling answers. That said, there are things we don't have. We have a test bank extractor over in the faculty lab called Respondus. There is a component to Respondus called Respondus Lockdown, which is what you're talking about. We don't have that, but there are things out there that are available, but for purchase. But we don't have that. So in answer to your question, no. Other than doing a password, that you would have to do that, though, I would imagine, for each section, not each student. You'd lose your mind, but that's, yes. Oh, okay.
We have a couple workshops coming up on Proctorio, which you use it from Canvas and limits what students can do while they're taking the quiz, if they can't print screens, things like that. So if you want to learn more about that, there's 2 workshops coming up in November.
And I don't have a lot of experience with Proctorio yet because we just got it, but Pam really has been working on that, so she'd be happy to help you. Yeah. And then, anyone else? Questions? Hi, Dr. Chang. Yes. Did someone say yes?
I think you can.
Yeah.
Shuffle questions as opposed to answers? Yeah, it would be.
I think you can limit the number of questions they can see on the screen too.
Yes, you can.
That I think
Yes, you
helps
can.
too. Yeah.
Since we have a little extra time, do you mind if we walk through that?
Do you want it? Sure, of course. So this is where you edit the details of your quiz, and for your options right here, shuffle answers, set up this time limit for this test. You can allow multiple attempts here, and then let students see their quiz responses. This is if you want them to see only after each attempt, or let students see the correct answers, you can do that.
Show only one question at a time.
Right here. And that's lock questions after answering. So this is how many questions appear per page. And then require an access code or filter an IP address. So if I selected this is where the password option comes into play, and then you would have to get the address of the computer that you have your students taking it from, and I've yet to see anyone ever do that. But did you ever do that, Bill? Filter an IP address? Yeah, I can.
Can
Yeah.
you see IP addresses like if they were all in the same room together, taking it at the
If you
same
use
time?
Proctorio, you can. It'll show you exactly where
From
they took the
Proctorio,
test.
you can see their IP addresses if they all log on.
I would take that with a grain of salt, because our campus network dynamically assigns IP addresses to computers, and so that's a little tricky. That works perfectly with statics, and I think you can rely on it most of the time, but that's relatively easy to trick if you're doing like a computer science major.
When Di's class took it, all of them said college computer, so like it recognized it on our campus when they took it.
But did
And they
it
were.
say the
They were all
number
on.
of the computer?
We didn't dig that down, but it said they're all on campus as they're taking it.
Yeah, it could be on an on-campus wireless network
Right.
with a different device. I mean, like I said, they can tell you if they're one of our IP addresses, but dynamically assigned IP addresses do get a little tricky. So I wouldn't. It's moderately useful. That's what I would say.
So, in answer to your question about quiz questions, well, let's go into the question capability here. So I only know the answers. I only know to shuffle answers. But if you know, sir, do you know where that is to shuffle questions? Okay. But I can, Marceline, is that right? What is your last name? Helen? Oh, I've emailed you, haven't I? Yes, hello. I will research that for you and send it. Let me make a note. Okay.
Will you put it on my own?
Yes.
I think a couple semesters ago, so my memory's a little foggy, I think I put in, if you create a test bank, then you can shuffle the questions.
Okay,
in the test
so I'll do that. I'll look that up for you because that's something that I should know. So any other questions about the details page of a quiz? Anything? Okay, I'm going to look. Okay, so I am going to show you now if you want to import course content from semester to semester. Okay. So you have to be in the course that you want to bring the content into. Okay. So we're going to go to my Animal Science B1 course. Okay. And you want to scroll down to settings. Okay. And on the right-hand side, you have these little navigation options right here. And I am going to select import course content. And sometimes, again, depending on the browser that you're using, the navigation choices or the option choices could be at the bottom of the screen. Okay. So then you go to import content, and it's going to be copy a Canvas course. Now we have a couple of options here. I can copy the entire course, or I can just select specific content. Okay. So do you want me? How about I do the whole course for now? And I am. And then you have to select the button, the radial button for what you want to do. So it would be all content. And then you have this option to adjust due dates. And that really just has to do with helping you with the open and close dates. It's not going to, all of a sudden go from summer of, change what would be a 5-week course to a 16-week course. But I'll show you what that is. And it's going to ask me to shift the dates. And let's just say that we knew this was like June. When did school start? Let's say school started June 12th. Okay, now note the beginning date and the ending date. It's for these two columns, okay? So it doesn't go left to right, it goes top to bottom, okay? So the ending date for the summer semester would be August, let's just say the 11th, okay? And we're gonna change it to, let's say we're gonna do spring, okay? January 15th. Even though, we have early start classes on Saturdays, you can certainly do that. And the ending date would be May 11th. Okay. And you just click import. Okay, and now we're queued. Very exciting, isn't it? Very exciting. And you guys, please don't do this like the week before school starts. Save yourself some headaches and do it early. So they can call you when you have problems. Yes. And you know that I will come to your office and help you. You don't always have to come to where I am. Just email me and let. Okay, it's running. Okay, so now, guys, don't click on this because this will just take you back to the class that you're bringing the content from. You want to go up here to your class. We call this the breadcrumb trail. Mine doesn't have a CRN associated with it because it's just a pretend class. So, but, look it, there it is, okay? So right there. So now, so let's go back, and for specific content, because I've already done this, you would still do import course content, copy a Canvas course, you would put your course name in here, select specific content. Let me put this back so I can show you. Okay, and now it's going to ask for me to select the content I want to bring over. Maybe I just want to bring over the quizzes. See, and so now you select the content, but and then once you select it, then I have the option to select the content, and it will bring it over.
I mean, you can pick out.
Yeah, you can pick
individual
out
quizzes.
Yeah, right. Just those, just the quizzes. When you say specific quizzes, no, it'll bring over all the quizzes, all of them. Yeah. So, questions? And then it looks very much like the box, you know, it'll say queued and running, or it's live.
Is there a way to bring over individual pieces? Like, you just want to bring over an assignment, one assignment? Yes.
If you open that box of quizzes, go back to that.
Okay.
And click on quiz, it opens a drop down where the little arrow is to the left. Of course, it's quiz. Yeah, right where you just were.
Okay. Let me do this.
Yes. So open it. It's just the little arrow, I think. Do you have more than one quiz in there?
Yes.
Yes. And now you click on the one you want.
So see, is that great? Okay. So did you guys understand that? Did you see that? So we had to. Don't you love how I'm like looking through them? So right here, you can select. So let's just do course evaluation. So it's queued. And it's completed. And let's go. Oh, I love that I learned something. What is your name?
My name's Leah, but the only reason
Leah, you're in my class.
Yes.
Leah, you're the nurse.
Yes.
Hey.
But the only reason I know that is because I'm sure I've been doing the hard way between two sections. I'm sure there's an easier way to take all information from one section and put it onto the other section as I'm doing it, and that's the only way I learned how to do it. So that's the only reason I know that.
Leah, and your dog. I remember your dog. Dang. All right. So, so let's look for course evaluation. Okay, I'm looking for a course evaluation.
It's probably unassigned.
Where was it in the other class?
I don't really know.
Yeah, you have to know where it was because that's where it's going to go. I promise it works.
Okay.
Between the two sections. Of
Sure.
how to do it.
Sure. Okay. And then let's see if there's any other tips and tricks. Anything else that I think. I don't know, but you're doing really well in class. Gotta say. Okay. So, anything else? Any other questions?
Is there an easier way to share things between two sections? No, that is it?
That's it.
Okay.
That's it. You came up with the easiest way. Okay, for just specifics, a specific event.
I think next time I'll complete, I will make one whole section
That is
and then just import it. to the other side.
Okay, so let's talk about that. That's really the way to do it, that if you have multiple sections, or, yeah, just get one done and then bring it over. It's exactly is.
I have been one tiny step ahead of my students next time. I hope to be further ahead next time.
That's a
Don't
good
tell
one.
them.
Yeah. No, I think, isn't that the way that it's done? Yeah. So, anything else before I go? Again, my name is Tracy Lovelace. You can find me in the, I think I'm the only Tracy Lovelace. Don't send it to Tracy Hall. Yeah.